season just to have his mind right?
Yeah, no doubt, 100%. And that's where you get to know your athletes. You get to know them well. You build a relationship with them. And some guys, they need to press more, and some guys, you know what, the best thing is you get away. Get away as long as possible. Get healthy. Get excited about the sport. Because, man, if you're not excited about it, if you're dreading coming in here, it's hard. It's too hard. It's too hard to get anything out of you and to perform like you're capable of. And I know he'll never make an excuse, but, I mean, he tore a ligament in his elbow early in last year. You know, he got a concussion at Midlands. He was ready to win the Midlands. He got a concussion at Midlands, got sick, hurt his ankle in a match that he won against Iowa State. You know, I mean, it was just one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. That just kind of, he'd get up and then, and that, I think it just got to him. You know, it got to him, and we worked hard to get him to recover, but he needed more time than a week or 2 weeks. He needed a big chunk of time, and he got that chunk of time, and he does look great. You know, and that's just in the room, but he's excited about the sport, and he feels good about where he's at, and that's where we want to keep him. So if that means maybe he sets out a duel or he doesn't go to this tournament, yeah, then that's what we'll do, because we want the best Cooper Moore possible in March.
You go back and look at that ridiculous slew of injuries last year.
Yeah.
You chalk them up as bad luck, or is there anything you've learned from those that can prevent it going forward?
I mean, a couple guys get hurt in competition. I don't know how to control that better. You know, I know that in the room we can control things. We can control training. We can see when guys are getting more down. And I kind of go back to the 5-year cycle. You know, I'm looking at a guy now, instead of looking at him in just this year. All we're worried about is this year. I'm thinking about how can we talk about from 5 years from now. So being longer term in our thinking, because, man, you know, you can grind a guy down, but, man, when you grind a guy down, 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 and then it gets really hard for them to get back up, or something else happens. You know, so trying to balance that, where we are going to work really hard. There's going to be a standard and precedent that we set when we train, but maybe it's less, and maybe we do it a lot smarter. So we've done a lot more. We're doing a lot more skill work, a lot more sparring. We still scrap, I mean, but it's getting where it's less and less, so we can find that right balance. So I think, you know, you take inventory for me, I'm looking more long range now, and not just like right now, today and next week. It's like, okay, we're thinking about having these guys really excited about the sport 4 and 5 years from now. And part of that's going to be they're going to find ways to continue to get back to their teammates. You know, that's a huge way to do it, and they just kind of a whole process and program. Some may be bad luck, but I think on me, I try not to be like, well, this, you know, I try to figure out what can I do? What can we do about it to help prevent that? So part of the strength training that we've done, we're going to do strength training throughout the whole year. We haven't done it to the level that we've done it so far, that we are going to do this year. So I think that can help prevent a lot of things. So we're doing a lot of preventive things. That what can we do on our end? Not, well, that was just bad luck. Well, after a couple of years, it's not. You know, it starts to become a trend. Then you got to start figuring things out. So we're definitely making adjustments.